In this video, I would like to use my book, Introduction to Turk's Head Knots, to show how to tie a 13-part, 12-bight, 3-pass Type 2 pineapple knot. And the video that we did the other day on a Type 2 2-pass, that is what is already tied, and now we are going to tie a 3-part 4-bight casa knot in the center of that knot that we tied the other day, which was a 10-part 8-bight 2-pass Type 2 pineapple knot tied from a 5-part 4-bight casa knot. And we used this algorithm diagram at the bottom of the picture and tied it from that. And we will do the same thing today. And at the bottom of this drawing is the algorithm diagram for doing this interweave. And if you'll notice, this algorithm diagram is the same setup as the knot that we did on a 3-pass Type 1. Here's the 11-part 12-bight 3-pass Type 1 pineapple knot that we did following the run list out of my Turk's Head workbook. But you'll see that this algorithm diagram setup is exactly the same, and since this is a 3-pass knot, and the A equals 3, and since the left bight boundary is on bight boundary 3, L is also 3. The only difference being is R, with this one, the bight boundary was on number 2. So R equaled 2. And the knot we're tying today, the knot is on bight boundary 3 and bight boundary 3. So you can see that the algorithm is the same. Now, since this algorithm, I don't show the setup, and the setup for it is different than the primary knot, let's have a review of how we get that algorithm. So the interweave knot is a 3-part 4-bight casa knot, and our two formulas that we use to get our algorithm is parts divided by bights equals N plus R. And the other one is bights minus R equals V, the count value. So we've got a 3-part knot, and we got a 4-bight knot, so it's 3 divided by 4. 4 will not go into it, so it's 0 times with a remainder of 3. And somebody was wondering how to do these algorithms where the bights are greater than the number of parts. That is what happens, is you have an N value of 0. And then your R value is equal to the number of parts. Okay, now over here we've got bights, which is 4 bights, minus our R value, which is 3. So 4 minus 3 is 1. So our count value is 1. We mark off dots for the number of bights, 1, 2, 3, 4. We place a 0 over the left-hand dot, and we count our count value over. So it's 1, and we put a 1. 1, we put a 2. 1, we put a 3. And that fills off all of our dots. Now we do our coding, and it's 1 less than the number of parts. So we have 2 coatings, an under and an over. We start at our second number and we place it here. So this is 1, 2. Underneath, it's 1, 2. And as before, that's an under, that's an over. Going this way, that's an under, that's an over. Okay, so that gives us our algorithm diagram for the casa knot that we're tying inside of our 3-pass knot. Here is the algorithm setup for a pineapple knot. And we're doing a 13-part, 12-bight, 3-pass, type 2 pineapple knot. And really, the number of parts and bights here doesn't matter. What we need to know is the number of passes, which gives us our A value. So A equals 3. And our type, it's a type 2 and it's a 3-pass. So we've got 2 knots the same size as our primary knot. And our third one is 2 parts less than the primary knot. So that's why we had a 3-part 4-bight knot, because the primary knot is a 5/4. That makes our interweave knot on bight boundary 3 on the left and bight boundary 3 on the right. So with those values, L minus 1 will be 2. A minus 1 is 2. R minus 1 is 2. Down here, R minus 1 is 2. A minus 1 is 2. L minus 1 is 2. So each one of these is going to be an under 2 and an over 2 and an under 2, and up here it'll be an under 2, over 2, under 2, until you reach the count value number, and then it increases by 1. So I have the knot tied that we tied in the 2-pass type 2 video, and that is the knot that we're tying this interweave into. So now here you'll see that in the run list we have an under 4 because our bight boundary starts right there, and we've got to go under 2 to get to our bight boundary, and then the next 2 is the 2 in our algorithm diagram. So let's start tying this knot. Now we're going to go on the right hand side of the second knot. This brown string is the second knot, and we're going to go into the knot under 2 to get to our bight boundary number 3. And our algorithm diagram has us going under 2, so we go under 2 more, over 2, so we go over 2, and then under 2. So there's our over 2, there's our under 2. And that is going to bring us, see these 2 outside bights? This is bight boundary 1, bight boundary 2. We're going to be on bight boundary 3. So right there is where we're going to do our turn back on bight boundary 3. Okay, now on half cycle 2, you're looking for 0. There is no 0. So we just follow what it is. Under 2, over 2, under 2. Under 2, over 2, under 2. And that takes us to bight boundary 3 on the other side. Okay, now we're on line 3, looking for 0. There is no 0, so it's under 2, over 2, under 2. Under 2, There's a mistake right there in my knot. Did you see that pair? I only went over one when I tied my knot. Always look for pairs. Okay, that makes it look better. Okay, so we are doing under 2, over 2, under 2. Under 2, over 2, under 2. And that puts our bight on bight boundary number 3, and we go to bight boundary number 3 on this side. Now we are on half cycle number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 4. And we're looking for the 1. So right there's the 1. There's the 1. So that makes this 2 a 3. So we go under 3, over 2, under 2. Under 3. See our pair right there? Under 3, split that pair. Over 2, under 2. Okay. Now we're looking for 1 up here. It's right there. So this 2 becomes a 3. So we're going under 3, over 2, under 2. See our pair right here? Under 3, split our pair. Over 2, under 2. Okay. We're looking for 2. It's right there. So this becomes a 3. So we're going under 3, over 3, under 2. Under 3. Split the pair, over 3, split the pair, under 2. Okay, up here we're looking for the 2. It's right there. So this becomes a 3. So we're going under 3, over 3, under 2. So I go back down the same hole we come out of, under 3, split that pair, over 3, split that pair, under 2. Okay. Now, we're looking for 3. We don't have a 3, so we just go under 3, over 3, under 2. Under 3, split the pair, over 3, and now when we come under our 2, here's our over 3, under 2, that brings us to the standing end of this interweave knot. And we can either turn and go right through there, or we could go out of the knot. Whichever. Since I've got this one out, I'll just turn. That ties a 13-part, 12-bight, 3-pass, type 2 pineapple knot. The 3-pass is the over 3, under 3 pattern in the knot. The type 2 is the knot that is on bight boundary number 1, is on the left, is on bight boundary number 2 on the right, or you can think of it as it has 2 knots the same size as the primary knot, this knot and that knot. And then where it is a 3-pass, it's got a knot that is 2 parts less than the primary knot. I hope you'll try tying this knot, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.